Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys, back in today's video with another Star Wars The Black Series action figure review, and today we're looking at Darth Maul and the Sith Speeder from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. 25-year anniversary for the Phantom Menace. Here's the side of the box. Yeah, look at this. And then going on to the side right here. And here is a look at the back. A deadly agile Sith Lord, sinister Darth Maul is a formidable warrior and scheming mastermind. He wields an intimidating double-bladed lightsaber and the power of the dark side. Alright, but without further ado, let's get into the review. Here we have Darth Maul on his speeder bike. This is from the scenes on Tatooine when he is tracking down Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Padme Amidala. Also from the scene where he almost runs over Anakin for no reason at all. Like, what was the plan here? The very first Darth Maul we've gotten in the Black Series line was based on the Phantom Menace, even having his binoculars and the little hoodie that he had on Tatooine. Here, though, is just an updated version. Now, this is going to be the first of many figures we're getting on this same exact mold. This one just so happens to be the first one released. We, of course, were teased of a GameStop exclusive 3-pack that came with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, those ones also having robes. Just as this one does. This one has this pretty much the same exact robe as that GameStop exclusive. Also, there should be a mainline single release of this same exact figure, just without the robe though, and without all the accessories that this one comes with. Immediately, right out of the gate, I am just really impressed with the sculpt. Of course, Black Series, that's what they do the best, is their sculpts. They always look phenomenal. It's just in other categories like articulation, accessories, paint apps, that's where they their shortcomings come through. But yeah, sculpts are always beautiful. Let's start off by looking at the boots and the detail that is put into the boots. Man, the sculpting detail. Yeah, you could just see like rib. Oh my god, the boots are like different too. So this one has like this V shape on the front, whereas this one, is this boot backwards or something? I think, what the hell? Oh no. Don't tell me. That would have been a nightmare scenario right there. So for some reason, the boots on my figure came like, it was like backwards, but it was an easy fix, you know, just twist the calf all the way around and then twist the foot to match. Okay, I thought mine had a QC issue. That would have been super frustrating. But no, as you can see, the boots have this like really wonderful V-shaped design on the front, and then on the back are these ribbed pattern right there, that rib design, and it's the same on the foot as well. Let's look at the soles of the feet, and not too much detail there, but you could see like treads on the outside. Very neat touch. There's like a moth going around my room. Can you not? I just love the detail in those. They look very leathery, really nice. Now going up to the pants, and the detail in those too. You could see like lines going all throughout the top of the pants. This is what kind of threw me for a loop, was the cloth goods skirt piece. Now let's lift that up to look at the legs underneath, and you could just see all the folds in the cloth, all the lines going across. It looks almost lifelike, you know. It almost looks real, like real cloth. I wish it wasn't like so shiny, as I don't believe it looked like that in the movie. Like, this cloth goods skirt piece really threw me for a loop. I wasn't expecting this. I don't know if the GameStop exclusive will also have this, or if this is a feature that is purely exclusive to the San Diego Comic-Con version. Who knows? I will say, I don't know. It's the skirt piece kind of has a mind of its own, as you can see. Like, it's kind of doing its own thing. It really just wants to flow outwards. I think just from like being in a sitting position in the box has caused it just to like shoot forward. But yeah, it's easy to like flatten down. I don't know. It's a bit unruly, and that's what I kind of dislike about it. I really don't like that. It just like, it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. But continuing up, and you get this belt, and I love the leather texturing in there. You got some dents in there, and right there's a little peg hole for his lightsaber, which I'll show off in a minute. Now, continuing up to this piece, the chest, and yeah, again, sculpt work, amazing. A little too plasticky looking. Wish they dulled it down a little bit. I think this right here, this piece right here is perfect. You know, it's shiny, but not too shiny, much like the under parts of it. And it's not a separate piece, it is attached. So that's really cool. And then going down, I love the bagginess of the arms, how it just shoots out at the end right here for the elbows. Really, really neat. And then it goes down. Even the sculpting work on the hinges is done to perfection. Love that. The gloves aren't like super big and cumbersome like the previous version. Love that. The hands look great as well. Yeah, love the leather texturing. Again, now that head sculpt, it just looks gnarly, dude. I love it so much. And the horns too look great. And I love the paint that they use on them. I absolutely love that. And I think the detail put into the tattoos as well. You know, it's a very intricate design, and they pulled it off wonderfully. And the eyes as well. Man, Hasbro with their digital face printing have been on a roll, especially with the Marvel Legends team. The Star Wars The Black Series team have been like struggling this year, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, here it just looks like the actor, I believe Ray Park. Just through this facial expression alone, I can hear Sam Witwer's voice just coming through. I don't know what he would say. Kenobi. Really well done here. For accessories, he comes with his patented Sith binoculars. I love this piece, and I love that he's actually like able to hold these pretty well. Now the paint apps on this thing, wow, I just love how reflective the silver paint is, and on the side, even the grip, the handles are painted in, and like even like these little buttons, these little modules are painted. Yeah, just a beautiful looking piece. He also comes with this wrist link, which he used with his probe droid. Yeah, using that to spy on Qui-Gon Jinn. This is a separate piece, a brand new piece as well. I want to say this is a brand new stand too, because I've never seen one this clear before. Really nice looking, some like acrylic looking plastic. Really cool. But yeah, this piece is just sculpted beautifully. Again, Black Series, they do their sculpts wonderfully, and yeah, here is no different. I absolutely love this little piece. Kind of reminds me of Cosworth from Fallout. But yeah, and the wrist link itself is a really nice, it's like sculpted in a really nice silvery color, and there's like a gold little button right there, and on this side as well. Love the attention to detail. And what would Darth Maul be without his most iconic feature, the double-bladed lightsaber? Man, this thing looks wonderful. And I love the paint they used right here. The silver paint looks so good, and all the red buttons painted in, making this look even more sinister. All right, I try to take this piece out just to show everyone, but it refuses to budge, and I feel like I'm going to break it if I force it out. So I'm probably going to have to heat it up to remove it, which I just don't have the time to do right now. So I'll just plug it in and show how it looks on the side. Just pretend like the blade isn't there. Yeah, looking pretty decent. These two lightsabers do come apart though, so that's pretty cool. And of course, his Sith robe decked in all black. This kind of makes the skirt piece look natural, you know, not out of place in the slightest. Yeah, and oh man, I just love the texturing of it, how it's all like ribbed right here, then on the back as well. And man, it just looks so clean, you know. And then the hood is able to come up and just cover his entire head. Dude, this piece looks wonderful. And of course, the highlight of this 2-pack, the Sith Speeder. This is the thing that made this figure $60. $60? Yeah, people are like, it's not worth it. I agree. This is a very lackluster piece to have, although it is cool. I will admit it's awesome looking. I really don't feel like this piece alone makes the pack worth $60. I would say like 40 or even like 50 at the most, but 60, come on. It does have a lot of nice weathering effects done to it. You know, you can see like some dirtied up bits in between each of the panels, and then on the side right here. And even the seat right here looks really cushiony. I almost thought it was like a little memory foam or something, because it just looks so good. It kind of is. It's like a rubbery plastic, so it gives off that appearance, that feel as well. Really love that. And each of these handles, I believe, are able to move down. So go, look at that, where his feet go. And then the console right there, yeah, just looking really cool. Don't know what any of this stuff means, but, you know, it's Star Wars. It means something to someone. But yeah, looking closer at that seat, I think that seat is just sculpted beautifully. Ooh, look at that in the middle right there. Really neat. And there's all that weathering I was talking about. A closer look at that. I just can't get over those cushions. They look so lifelike, and they kind of even feel like it too. Really neat. The handlebars have sculpting on it too. Yeah, this piece is wonderful. Still though, I don't believe it makes this pack worth $60. Now, going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much and go down that much. He has some pivot and side to side movement. His arm is able to bend up this much and is able to go back a really good amount and go forward a really good amount with that butterfly shoulder joint. He also has rotation at the shoulder. He has a single jointed elbow that allows him to bend in this much, and that has some rotation as well. Ooh, that's a ball jointed wrist hinge. So he's able to go this far up, this far down, go all the way around, pretty much in any direction just because of that ball joint. Think of like a diaphragm joint. That's what that kind of is. Speaking of diaphragm joint, he has one in the center right here, giving him some pivot, some side-to-side movement, allowing him to move this far back and a tiny bit forward. He's able to kick up a really, really good amount. He's able to go to the side a really good amount. He's able to go back a really good amount. Yeah, the articulation in the legs is just astounding. He has upper thigh swivel, a single jointed knee that's able to bend back this much, and that also has some rotation right there. He has upper calf rotation. His foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and he has some. Now moving on to the size comparisons. Here we have the brand new Darth Maul next to the older one. This is actually from the archive line, and yeah, you could just see how much progress they've made in the years since they made this figure. Absolutely astounding, especially the legs are such a vast improvement upon the original. Same with the arms. I kind of like the little tunic piece on this one more than here, but still, I think it's the articulation of the newer one is just far, far superior, and even the head sculpt, it looks pretty good as well. Even though this one is a little bit more accurate to the actual actor, I think this one is a good cross between live action and Clone Wars. I definitely say I'm loving this one a little bit more. Next up, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn, Anakin Skywalker and Padme Amidala, a B-1 battle droid and Jar Jar Binks, Darwin and Morbius, Grogu and Commander Gary, and finally Jeff the Shark and Spider Ham. Alright, time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give Darth Maul, the Sith Speeder, and the Sith Probe Droid a final rating of 8.5 out of 10. I'm feeling a strong 8.5 out of 10 on this one. I think the figure is leaps and bounds better than the very first Phantom Menace Darth Maul that we got in this line. However, there is definitely room for improvement. I would definitely remove all the waxiness of the figure, all the plasticky feeling parts of it in that tunic. And man, that skirt piece, as cool as it is to get like a cloth goods piece on the figure, I think it was just done a little bit better for the archive release, just having like a mix of both there. Yeah, because it looks kind of off-putting and weird at first sight. So yeah, definitely an 8.5 out of 10. And oh, the bike too. The bike, I think, is sculpted to perfection It looks so accurate to the movie. However, there isn't a whole lot going for it. It isn't packed out with a bunch of features, a bunch of like swappable parts. It's just kind of there. And the Sith probe droid, as cool as it is, it's, it's just a probe droid. It doesn't really do all too much. It doesn't have like lasers coming out of it or anything. So it isn't such an exciting piece. 8.5 out of 10. I really appreciate this. I can't wait for the 3-pack version to come out, and I can't wait for that mainline release just to compare all 3 of them. Man, they're just going really crazy into Darth Maul this year, huh? But yeah, that'll do for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you can do that'll support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye. But yeah, those 3 were like my biggest targets. Yeah, Darth Maul here. This is such a bad take.